Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit. Three down. Hey. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Sponge. No. Kill. Protein spill. Slam. Hey. Go. Hard. Tighten up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. Now Cook running right. Room here to run. Past the 12. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Got it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Undercrush. Leo. Go. 57, Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
30 base.
1st down, Seahawks.
61, matchbox, right. Slam. Hey, wahoo. 57.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
60 outlaw.
50. Rip right. Watch twist.
You draw Porkers. Hey, Haywood. 50. Now.
Mike 50.
Stand. Hey, Sam off. Ready?
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
50's the mic.
Go.
We ain't beginning to turn you up.
Hey, Delta.
Tight dog.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Watch twist. Yep.
Check 9. Check 43. Check.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, check 24. Switch.
Hey, Charlie. Look at me. Go.
Check 6, guys.
Rock it.
Lucky. Back.
Get it.
They'll set up a throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53, Mike, 53.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. This one complete to Patton. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 3.
Go. Look, squeeze.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Yes. Hard.
Yo.
Go out. Bang. Hit it.
They'll look to throw.
Rush in.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Look at me. Zipper. 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
152 fighter. Hey, Zoo. Hey. Two. Watch twist.
2nd and 10. He'll find Lindsey here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll try to draw Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Jump. Check 50. Hey, team 6.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Switch. General West. Check 3. Go. Hey, orbit.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
This game is so terrible. I couldn't even punt the ball. It wouldn't let me pick a play. The whole thing was just frozen for no fucking reason. So trash.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
21, 11. Go. Hey, John.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
21. Here we go. 11. 6. I got you.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And James has it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Richie James in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Snaps the ball, throws aside. Thinks he's a great player. My whole fucking defense is frozen. None of my inputs are fucking responding. Shit crazy, man.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They run it again with Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, alert! Alert! 53, Mike. Hey, gun. 53 to Mike. 50. I got you.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
To throw is Garoppolo. And the catch made. It's Patton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 40.
I mean, come on, bro. I can't play better defense than that, bro. He threw it to the flat. Even if you're not going to pick it, just tackle it. What the fuck is that?
5-yard line.
Bring back Madden 15, man.
Hey, echo. 21. Here we go. Show it. Check 3. I got you.
Garoppolo on first down. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Hey, alert! 13! Hey, gun.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
21. I got you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. James complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Garoppolo now. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Ready. 8, read. Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch tight is right. 3. Hey, check. 3.
No.
57 the mic.
Hey, foxtrot. Get it.
2nd and 9 now. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Delta.
57 the mic. Watch 57. Watch the run. They're running it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, Charlie! Go!
57. Mike.
5.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here we go. 11. 6. Pull it high.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, go. Come. 11.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Number 53. Mike 53. Not today, you are. Not today.
Mike, 53. Mike. Take me one, Omaha.
Twitch.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Here we go.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Smooth. 53. Check.
21.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
65. 12, fellas, here we go. Hey, Alpha. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 12.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Ed Oliver. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 5. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And brought down, but able to get it to the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
64, hey, team 6, team 6.
57 the mic, rock 57. I'm on.
Hey,
57 the mic,
what are you
57 the
doing?
mic. I got you.
Hey, Orbit.
They'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And that would cover beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Switch up. 57 the mic. 57 the mic. Bring it.
Spud. Yep.
57's mic. Okay, dump.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check four. Go. Yes. Squeeze.
He's checking.
Hard.
Check nine.
Back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Jaguars, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.